them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Memphis offense will go on the attack first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
And let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to throw, it's Battle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Give to the back. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, at some point with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Knight. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
That last completion still leaving them with a third down. Might be calling a hot route. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Battle. Under fire. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Turning it on. pushes through the tackle. He'll work his way down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Morrison. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Dropping back, it's Battle. And they can't make the play on third down.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
Memphis needs to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Hey, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Running it to the right. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. Pulled down for the tackle. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up. Caught in the backfield. It's Jamison. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Dropping back, it's Battle. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Bringing it back.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This Memphis offense going to work again on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Dropping back, it's Battle. Now adjusting. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He throws back across his body and it's picked off. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. To the air on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Snagged in the middle, it's Jamison. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll run play action. It's complete to the left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
To the air, it's Battle. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in 2 gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited because that guy doesn't get many of those.
Fires to the right. Got a man. It's Knight. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. A strike downfield. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Caught near the sticks. It's Morrison. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Battle. Pulls it in. It's Morrison. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Complete downfield. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Jamison. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. Flying out to the left. The tag. Touchdown, Memphis. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get... Oh, they wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He leaves it with the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Under fire. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 3rd. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls out.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, and you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensive?
Oh, he's got some space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught him. He was ready for that play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. At the 15, he's loose. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Battle. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete on the comeback. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Battle. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 11 to Hawaii. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll keep it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield, it's Battle. He's got an open man. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Fires to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. 2nd down coming up. Motion from the back. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Morrison. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
On the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Touchdown, Memphis! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. Let's see where this team can go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested.
There he goes. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. He's got it. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. We make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback making checks. Maybe just trying to get some breathing room to kick it away. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Going deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right.
He's got it, 1st down and more. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. After this, it'll be a wrap. The give to the back. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. UMass will kick off and will be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers offense will get first crack at it here. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Battle. He fires one deep down the right side. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Got the back over the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Shoots it to the left. He caught it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Memphis heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Memphis.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UMass offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Breaks into the open. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And as a defense, you can practice the option all week, but seeing it live on this first drive, it's really hard to stop. A lot of success early. Let's see if this defense can settle in.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Find some fresh air. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. His head is spinning.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
UMass comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Goes to the option. Quick toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
To the ground with the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. To the air. It's battle. Works the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Knight. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Makes the grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Memphis picking up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He wants to change this route. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Battle. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Looking to fire. Finds his man in the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Minutemen come to the line on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Turning it on. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time,
he lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Minutemen! And once the offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, first and 10. Back to throw, it's Battle. Caught. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on first and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Back to pass on second down. Firing to the right, complete. Looking for the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Runs through a tackle. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Wants to throw. It's Battle. Going for it all. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Got room on the return. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Time to take a shot. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way to...
He caught it! They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference, defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. On first and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. Barges ahead. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Cole. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on second and short. Tries to back on the option to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. UMass now faces a third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Touchdown, UMass! Back to pass, it's Battle. He lets one fly deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Memphis! And they take it in for 6 more points. The UMass offense returns to the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession.
There he goes.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. UMass quickly back to the line. Using his legs, it's Cole. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into... Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offense...
Intercepted. They were back in their own end and they stopped the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Power football with the run. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was... They'll leave it with him. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's battle. Fires left. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business. To the fumble recovery. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. UMass to the line, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Battle. With the catch, it's Morrison. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He's got it inside the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Memphis. And the beatdown has ensued. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. Got his man downfield. And he just kept running. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air, it's Battle. Lets it fly. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Oh, he got loose. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Great place to start for this offense. The give on the inside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score.
Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll go to the ground. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down.
Hey, I got to be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touch! Back to pass, it's Battle. Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Makes the catch, it's Morrison. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 7.
The UMass offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive. Maybe
turning it on. What a sweet catch and run. The big fullback lowering those pads and getting the steamroller going.
And let me tell you something, Reese. When you see that guy in the open field, it becomes business decision time.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt. He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Looking to pass. It's Battle. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Memphis. And the punishment has been extended.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He'll move the tight end. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll give it to Johnson. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself on the draw. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Gives it on the option. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. UMass has a long, long way to go here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback.
Lofts one high indeed. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he looking for a man. It's Battle. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll go to the air. He fires a bullet to the right. And he's got it inside the 25.
Pass interference, defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has come. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. The handoff to Johnson. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. UMass will try to pick it up on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Defense still has a couple of timeouts here, David, but the offense ought to have things well in hand.
Well in hand, make them...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw. It's Battle. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Memphis wants to move quickly. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Back open in the middle. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a stand.